I see some hard times coming, fire and wind and rain.
I'm here in the Soraya lobby with two of the stars of Randy Newman's Faust, the concert, which is this weekend, September 28th and 29th. I'm so excited because I think these are two of the most talented people on Broadway, and they're here in Los Angeles at the Soraya. And they are Javier Munoz on my left and Reeve Carney on my right. Thanks, guys, for joining. It's the middle of rehearsal.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
We had
literally.
a huge...
We've all been just together doing intense stuff all day, including you, obviously.
We've all been doing intense stuff all day long. Well, I want to thank you for being in Faust, and I want to thank you for taking a couple minutes to talk about Faust. So let's jump in. Are you okay?
Yes, absolutely.
So I want to ask you something really important, which is, not every show do you get to meet the composer, the songwriter, the person that, Now, in your two cases, you have a lot of experience in that because of In the Heights and Hamilton and Hadestown. But let's face it, Randy Newman is a legend in his own category. There's few people that can touch Randy Newman. What was it like meeting Randy Newman today? And did you learn anything, or did it inspire any thoughts from you? We'll start with you, Javier.
Just knowing he was on his way to the theater, I was already running through his catalog. I was just like, oh, I love that song. Oh, I love that song. Oh, I love that song. That's so important to me. You know what I mean? Like, all the memories attached to the music. And then just to meet him, and he's just so wonderful and lovely and warm and like you said, like, because of Hamilton, because of Heights, because of having that relationship with the composer, it almost feels, it's so much more familiar to have had him on stage watching while we're doing this. It felt right. Because then his stamp of approval is like, all right, I'm good.
Singing for the composer, especially when you've done work to get it to wherever you want it to be, and not knowing how those, he was so warm, but also was giving some great notes.
Did he give you some notes?
And some changes too, that were cool, like to maybe even add some of the comedy.
So let's talk about comedy for a second. Is that okay? Because look, Randy Newman is a very funny person.
Yes.
Right? But he has a brand of humor that is all his own. Yeah. And you guys are playing the Lord and the Devil, which are maybe not always considered to be comic characters, especially the Lord, right? But this is very funny. So if you can, describe a little bit about, what is Randy Newman's comic take on either Faust the piece or more specifically your characters.
My first impression of the Lord was majestic, but Randy is dry and he's witty and he's metaphorical and he's literal, and he's put that all into his writing. And the roadmap is there. I just have to follow what he has laid out before me, and the discoveries I get to layer on top of that are what we were doing today, and that's just being in the moment, physicalizing it, making discoveries with my scene partners. But his humor is just all over this thing, and it's just leaning into it, trusting it, because it's funny. It just is. You just have to do it.
So let's try and describe really quickly for our audience. This is a concert, but it's not like a music stands and suits and ties kinds of concerts. It's kind of a rollicking good time. There's a narrator who takes care of the scenes, and then you guys take care of the music with a band and a gospel choir. So, like, in your own words, describe what people will expect when they come to see Faust the concert. I'm going to start with you.
Well, I'm excited that we're not going to be behind music stands, which was the case in previous versions that I had seen on the internet, on the interweb. No, but it gives us a lot more flexibility to do some of the things we're figuring out today for the first time, and just being able to use that stage and add a physical element to underscore what Randy has written. I'm excited about that.
Yeah. How about you?
I think folks can expect the true essence of theater, and we are up there and we're playing. We're having a good time and we're playing the piece and telling the story and letting the audience imagine and create with us, because we don't have like every detail, prop and set and thing. It's about the audience coming in and engaging with us, taking this trip with us. It's my favorite kind of theater. It's like, come on folks, take my hand and we're gonna have a good time.
Let's describe the music really quickly.
In one piece, I'm singing multiple styles, and I love it. I love it, but that's him. That's his music. It reaches. I mean, there's who on this planet just doesn't know at least one and love one Randy Newman song. Like, it's there.
And we have 26 of them in this show.
I haven't often gotten the chance to sing country, and that's really fun in this show. There's not a whole lot of it for the devil, but there's some, and it's really, and the way it's utilized. That's the thing, like the way he uses music to, again, like aid in the presentation of comedy. One thing I'm loving too is watching everyone work as singers and as actors, because you know, we're like, yesterday was maybe the first. Was that the first? I'm trying to think.
Yesterday.
It's crazy. Yesterday was the first day we were all together, and just watching everyone kind of unfold like a flower. It kind of felt that way to me. Just going, oh, okay, so that person's doing that. Now I've got to kind of do a little bit more of this, and then I felt like everyone was doing a little bit more of that, and it's been really nice.
Can't wait to see y'all.
All right, thanks.